To sand down the taper on the trailing edge, we've got some masking tape set the appropriate distance in. We've got a little bit of balsa taped on underneath the wing, and that's just the right thickness that we want it to taper down to. And then we just use a block of wood with some 240 sandpaper, wet and dry, and it just nicely smooths the taper that we want. See if I can zoom right in. There we are. Okay, here we've stuck together the doublers, plywood doublers, and we got the bearers for the undercarriage. So they're stuck in with araldite, and the doublers are glued with Gorilla Glue, white Gorilla Glue, to the ribs. And over here, I think Tim has just started marking out some of the formers, and this is using foam board. And foam board's good because it makes it easy to mark out. And what else has it got going for it?
Compared to Depron, you won't accidentally snap it while you're putting it in place.
Ah, right. So it's
a bit more robust for handling.
A bit more robust. Be a bit heavier though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but formers are so small compared to the size of the plane.
It doesn't matter.
Grams.
Okay. We put some Yoo-hoo glue along the rib line on the wing, and we've sat the ribs on top, so that's got a coating on each, and the little bits that are missing we're giving a top up now with the glue, and we're just going to set them aside and let the glue get tacky before we put them back on, and they should join very quickly.
We've got to place them perfectly though, don't we?
Yes, that's why there's three of us.
Yeah.
Well, this is where we got to, the end of the night. The ribs are glued in the centre of the Depron, but as you can see, the actual bottom of the wing has to be brought up to meet the ribs because it's curved. So it's a slightly curved base, curved towards the front and curved towards the back. So we'll be gluing those in place tonight. Okay, so we are continuing with our build. Graham is doing something down here.
I'm just making some mounts for the wing servos out of plywood.
They're going to be for the ailerons.
Yep.
Okay, where will they sit in the wing?
They sit about there. Right about there.
Okay, all right. And they're Coronas, are they?
Yep.
That was the
Corona
debate I was heard going on earlier on. Okay. We've also glued the spars in now. I think they're done with brown Gorilla Glue, most of them.
Yeah, I used epoxy where it's joining onto the plywood doublers.
Which is where the that needs strength for the undercarriage.
That's right.
Yep. Okay, and what's Tim working on here?
Figuring out which bits we should have made out of plywood. Plan.
You've been cutting formers out of foam board,
Yep.
Only to discover that they didn't all have to be out of foam board.
Probably only took about 45 minutes.
And I assume that Dom's doing the same, by the looks, yeah.
Under instruction.
Under instruction. Okay. I've been cutting out these, what are they? These are leading edge. I've been cutting out the leading edge strips out of balsa. These are two, I think they're 6.5 mil.
Yep.
Two 6.5 mil thickness sheets of balsa, cut to shape and glued together.
Cutting out ribs for the vertical stabiliser.
Okay, this is, I remember talking about being 2mm
Yeah,
balsa wood,
roughly 2 mil.
roughly, might be
more, 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
And you've got a plan here that's
Yeah.
been done too. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, that's what's going on.
Yeah, they were definitely big.
So what we've done here is we've propped up the tail end of the depron with a strip of tapered balsa
Have a look through what I've got some
and weighted on top of the spar as we have CA glued the ends of the ribs, and trying to get the fit to the curvature.